Hey man, I just wanted to say GG. You know what I'm saying? You tried real hard as a Lancer there. GG, man.
I was playing very hard. I was very upset when I saw two shotguns. Very upset.
Hey, I got a question for you real quick, for real though.
Go on.
Where are you located at? Just out of curiosity.
I use the UK.
Wow. How does it queue us with you guys?
I think I was in a 3-minute queue, not gonna lie.
What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Canon gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about a UK player that actually ended up in our US lobby. So let's head over and check it out. So as you can see from that very first clip, there was a guy that we were playing against on the enemy team that was running Lancer. I decided to invite him to the lobby after the match was over because, you know, shotguns started happening and I was playing Cannon, and there was a couple of times where, you know, I out shotgun the Lancer, which is a very odd occasion, especially whenever you're playing with someone like Cannon. I think Cannon's really good. I've got a video that I'm going to be working on with him about how underrated he actually is because of his perk set. But anyway, this guy joined and I was like, wait, that accent doesn't sound like anything from around here. So let me ask where this dude's from. He's from the UK. So we've talked about this on broadcast a couple of times with several people reporting these things happening on Reddit specifically. And my thing, and I've seen it on Twitter a little bit as well, there's been people that's like, why am I playing with people that have completely different accents or that have like completely different languages than I do? Like, I understand that certain parts of the world are kind of like a melting pot of different people. I get that. I understand if you queue in the United States, you may get people that speak vast different languages, but it's very, very interesting whenever you're playing with someone that has a very distinct accent and then you ask them where they're from and they actually tell you that they're from an entirely different country that is across a gigantic ocean from where you're located at. And like I said, I've seen a lot of people talk about this on Twitter. I've seen a lot of people talk about this on Reddit. And what is actually happening? Okay, because honestly, I have no idea. This has probably been the first time that I've seen something like this happen to myself, and I'm sure that it's happened several times in the past, but I just don't know about it because I don't talk to the people after the match, or I don't talk to the people in the match. They either don't have a mic or they don't want to talk or anything like that. So this cannot happen, right? Because just from the clip alone, and you'll see the full clip at the end of the video, this dude was like, look, there were several times whenever I was shooting you guys, wasn't getting hit markers, wasn't getting any kind of registrations. I was lagging all around the map. I told the guy I was shooting him several times and my bullets were going through him, which did happen a couple of times whenever I was actually going against this individual. And it was just a lot of weird interactions during the match. If you're going to have crossplay, if you're going to have some type of a very outdated matchmaking system, then you have to have your lobbies confined to specific areas of the world. You just have to. Your servers are so bad as it is. You don't need to throw people from other countries, literally thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away, into games together, even though they're queuing for 3 minutes or whether I'm queuing for 3 minutes. It shouldn't stop everything and then throw everybody into one melting pot of a queue and then hope for the best, because that doesn't feel good for anybody. It didn't feel good for UK guy because it was me and 3 of my buddies playing on US East lobbies, right? North America East lobbies, right? This dude's playing UK or EU servers, whatever. And then he gets queued in with us. It didn't feel good for him whatsoever, right? We were fine. Like, it was fine for me. It didn't feel good for him. Now, there's been occasions where we've been queuing for matches, and it'll do that thing where it'll try to put you into a match, and then it'll pop up and say retrying, and you can cancel it out, and then it'll queue you into a match right after that. The games that it queues us into a match right after that feels really, really bad 9 times out of 10. So what I think is happening is that it tries to throw you into a match with people that are queuing close to where you are. If it can't put you into a match based off of whatever algorithm and whatever systems they have in place over there, as far as the matchmaking and the criteria is concerned to be able to group players together, if it doesn't find any available matches at that point, then it tries to queue you, and I think it's doing a dummy queue where it's trying to queue you into a match, it's going to cancel itself out inevitably, and it's going to open it up to anybody all across the globe that is queuing at that specific time in that specific game mode, and it's going to try to put you into a match like that. That's what I think. I don't know for sure. I can't get any confirmation from anybody. Anytime anybody asks anything about this with the developers, there's radio silence. Nobody is saying anything because they know they're doing it. They know that it's wrong, and they know that they need to fix it. And if they publicly, or if they acknowledge it, period, whatsoever, then the cat's out of the bag, right? It's just out. And they know that they've been caught doing something that shouldn't be happening, right? Because there's no reason that I should be queuing with anybody from EU servers unless they purposefully change their server that they're queuing to from EU servers to NAE servers or NA West servers, right? And me specifically, it should not be opening up the pool of players to EU. It should be opening it up. If it opens it up at all, which I don't think that it should, but if it opens it up at all, it should be opening it up first to NA West and then Central America and Brazil. Like, that's the places that it should be putting me against, not EU, not across an ocean. At least we're land tied with all these other places, right? So like, I don't understand what the idea is. I don't understand why they're not addressing this, why they're not doing anything about this. And this is one of the many reasons why people do not want to play Rogue Company any longer. When you hop into a match and you play against someone from God knows where, and maybe they have better ping than you, or you have better ping than them, and it's a miserable experience for one of the two sides. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about me specifically. I'm not talking about anybody in a certain area of the country specifically, or a certain area of the world. I'm talking about it's going to feel bad for one of those two people, if not both of them, because of you have people queuing from one side of the world and you have people queuing from the other side of the world, and it's trying to make them play together. It just feels very, very bad. Now, you can do this, right? There's a way that the developers can do this, and they can open it up to a worldwide queue. But guess what you got to do? You got to spend a little bit more money on your servers. Your servers are already terrible enough as it is, and you can't broaden the player pool by just injecting other queuable locations into that player pool so that you can get a better matchmaking system or whatever to try to make more players queue together. You can't do that on these dollar store diamond nickel servers that we're running on here. We're going to have to get some at least Walmart servers, hopefully Costco servers. We're going to have to upgrade just a little bit here. We're going to have to make the necessary investments where they need to be made at in order to make that work specifically. This is not good. This is not acceptable. And this happened during Quick Play. Now, I will say that when Quick Play's been introduced, I know that there's a lot of people queuing for it. And the reason why I know that is because I get faster matches. I also get better running matches, which means it's actually putting me with and against people that are somewhat in my area, you know. But this was a very late at night match, so really not a prime time for like anybody in the States to be queuing. I mean, maybe West Coast, but still though. So this might be a one-off fluke or whatever, but it seems like there's a pattern of this reoccurring because we have talked about it on broadcast. I've seen other people bring it up. I've seen people bring it up on Twitter. I've seen people bring it up to the developers directly, and nothing has been said from those guys about it, and that is kind of unfortunate. You can keep silent for so long until people stop giving a shit what your excuses are. And that's pretty much how I feel about that. But be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have you ever experienced an issue like this where you have been queuing and played with or against someone from a completely different location than where you're actually queuing at? And if so, please let me know in the comments down below, because the more information and the more feedback that I have on this specific topic, the more ammunition that I get in order to make a case against this actually happening. And hopefully it'll cause one or two things to happen. The servers will get upgraded so it can accommodate this, or they will disable this feature from happening so that we don't have to deal with it in the future. Please let me know in the comments. Also, be sure to check that description for links to Facebook, Discord, Twitter, and also the newest giveaway that is going on. The links for those will be down below. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Lastly, on Thursdays from 8 until 11 p.m. Central Time, Sundays from 10 a.m. until we get tired, I will be streaming here on YouTube. So if you're interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. Thanks for watching, guys.
Lancer's coming. Right on that corner. She's going around, I think.
Need a hand?
Here they come.
I'm good.
Oh, on the steps.
Oh, there she is too. Like half my bullets aren't even hitting her. You know, like
What I'm saying, I should be beating her half the time at least, and I'm not. I'll just keep gathering points. I don't give a fuck.
I'm revealed.
She got me.
Get out the way!
Just gotta get him off the point.
Yeah, get him.
Hold on.
Sudden death. I'm here.
Nice work, team. Checks in the mail.
The shotgun up your ass, you fucking cheesy bitch.
I'm gonna try to fucking invite her.
The MVP.
Wait, about to party. Hey man, I just wanted to say GG. You know what I'm saying? You tried real hard as a Lancer there. GG, man.
I was playing very hard. I was very upset when I saw 2 shotguns. Very upset.
Hey, I got a question for you real quick, for real though.
Go on.
Where are you located at? Just out of curiosity.
I use the UK.
Wow. How does it queue us with you guys?
I think I was in a 3-minute queue, not gonna lie.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I noticed I was lagging a lot in that game.
I understand, man. Yeah.
There was a time where I went to go and headshot you and it didn't reg.
Yeah, there was a couple of times that I was shooting you and like the bullets were going through you but hitting the person behind you. So I couldn't figure out what was going on.
Yeah, I've been having internet issues this whole day.
I understand, man.
I was arguing with that Dallas the whole game.
Sometimes it'd be like that, man.
Say sorry about the queen,
I
man.
was like, hey, the point's going to rotate. You need to move to the next point because it's the only way we're going to win. They're using 2 shotguns. We need to be on the point before they are. And then he's like, oh, I don't give a fuck about this game. And I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was some GG plays.
Yeah, GG, man. And I'm sorry for your loss, man.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
You have a good night, man.
Hella.
How the
friendly?
How the fuck does it queue us with UK people?
Yeah, for real.
What the fuck, dude?
I thought maybe even with the accent, he'd be like Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Nah, UK, dude.
What?